Yes, and welcome back to the Ash Williams Show. My name is Ash Williams, and I am fired up. How the fuck are you? I hope you're well. Woo! Welcoming back Slash for the third time. His last appearance on the show, or we'll have to pay him. Thank you very much, Slash, for your services. Hope you're well. I want to thank all the new Patreons, all the new listeners. We've had a big week in podcasting. And if you've never listened to an episode, if this is your first episode, welcome. Last week's episode is a great place to start. It has it all. It was so good that Mum called me last night and said she liked it so much that she watched it twice on YouTube. Twice, folks. It's that good. And also on Patreon, we've got brand new Ash and Eds. We're up to episode 4 of Ash and Ed 2.0, plus all your other gear. Actually, on that, we do have a lovely listener of the show called @Pridhound, who said she'd only join Patreon if I did a favour for her. And I like the cut of her jib. So let's get her on the phone right now. She said she'll only join if I tell her who were the mystery celebrities at Splendour in the Grass. This is one of those $4 worth of petrol mysteries that keep you up at night. So let's give her a call.
Hello.
Pridhound.
Hey, Wheels and Deals Hotline. How's it going?
How are you?
All right.
The Wheels and Deals Hotline. Speaking of Pridhound, mate, I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
That's
how I roll.
Now, I'm calling on business matters, of course. I made a promise to you to tell you who was in the bushes at Splendour in the Grass. And I made you that promise a long time ago.
Money, hard at work. Okay. I love it.
So that's why I'm calling, because I can't leave a paper trail on this.
Roger.
So I can tell you who it is. And you're the only one I'm calling. So this is just between you and me.
Exclusive.
Well, I promised it to you, and I'm a man of my word. So
you are. Wow, what a scoopla! I love it.
It's scoopla personified. So here it is. Now, the story. You know about the story. You've heard the story.
Yes.
Good. Because I've forgotten the story, but I know who it is. It is. And
oh yeah, well that's what I said. I just has form. Everyone knows that.
Yeah. So.
Oh, dude, man, you know what? That makes me feel a lot better than it is someone high profile. I love it.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I wanted to put a comment because obviously Splendour in the Grass is cancelled this year. So I wanted to tag and just say, hey, boys, what a bummer.
What a bummer.
What a bummer.
Indeed. You could have just said, there's some bushes out front of my house if you want to relive old times.
Yeah. Well, I've bought some bushes from Bunnings and, we'll get sneaky sound system to play. It'll be just like you're there.
That's right.
Well, there you go, Pridhound. So that's it. I just wanted to call you because I can't text that stuff, unfortunately.
No, fair point.
But I want to thank you for being a loyal member of Patreon.
Yeah.
We've got lots of stuff coming up.
Keep it up, man, and we'll keep upping the levels. I love it.
Absolutely.
I'm looking forward to
anything you want.
Forward to some more.
As I say, it's like, let me know if there's anything I can do for you. You wanted to know who was in the bushes at Splendour in the Grass, so I've called you. I've called you with the answer.
Yeah.
All right?
I know. It's magic. You've lifted my day. You've lifted my crappy working from home day. I love it.
You've got it. And, I can just see it now. So that's yours. Try not to tell too many people. If you do tell people, you didn't hear it from me. All right, Pridhound. Well, thanks again for your support and talk soon.
Excellent. Thanks for the call,
See
mate.
you, Wheels and Deals.
Woo! Make some noise.
MSN. See ya. Bye.
MSN.
There you go. Thank you, Jessica. If you want to know the answer to the Splendor in the Grass mystery. If you're a Patreon member, just message me. I'll call you personally. And if you're not on Patreon, join Patreon and I'll call you. Also, why don't you send in your own Can't Say Who's? Because we were doing that about a year ago, 18 months ago, and we had some rippers come through. Some that I still remember, about one famous Perth analogy, a sports broadcaster in a toilet block. That's from about an episode a year and a half ago. And maybe I've already said too much, but send in your I Can't Say Who's to, if you don't know how that works, you tell a story about a celebrity and I beep who the celebrity is. And you've got to, and the listeners have to try and guess which celebrity did the scandalous thing. So it's a bit of fun. It's legally quagmire, but we'll get through that together. It is Corona after all. So send through your voicemail, 0406 284 954. Now we just went live on Instagram before this podcast and it went nuts. So starting next week, we're going to be doing a simulcast with Instagram. But we've just had a lot of calls on the hotline. So let's just get to them now. I'm going to call this person back who left a voicemail. Actually, let's get the voicemail.
Ash, mate, I'm fired up. I'm Bill from South Australia. I'm working my way through the pod. I started listening to it last Friday, but going strong. I'm already at the end of 2018. You're doing an episode with Dilruk. Just wondering if the Dealman ever got going. If anything ever happened there, I'd love to hear about that. Anyways, I'll get back to you when I'm caught up on the rest of the pod. Make some noise.
I love that, Billy. It's a great question. We will call Bill back, by the way, on another episode. Maybe we can call Bill back and get Dilruk on the pod. If you don't remember that episode, it's Deal Man for a Deal Man with comedian Dilruk J. Singer. And I think I was going to try and find him some deals from memory, but Dilruk doesn't need any help in that department. You know, he's with the biggest comedy agent in Australia, and they're the ones doing the deals for the Deal Man. So I can probably help him out with, I'm trying to think. You know what? I might have a deal for him. I've got a food deal at the moment that might tie in well with what he's doing. So, yeah, I might pitch that. But thank you very much for the call, Bill. You know, I want to call a certain group of people out. I was talking to this guy a couple of days ago, and I go, yeah, man, just went and saw my niece. You know, it's even hard with quarantine, Corona, to go and see my niece. And he goes, yeah, man, I know how you feel. You know, I haven't seen my niece in a month. And I go, oh, right, why not? And he goes, because I don't want to infect my niece, you know. I just don't want to be responsible for that. And I go, well, when are you going to see your niece? He's like, when Corona's over. And I go, righto. So what, is your niece your brother or sister's daughter? And he goes, oh, no, it's just a friend's daughter. So I go, so she's not your niece? And he goes, nah, not really. And I go, nah, not at all. She's not your niece at all. And he goes, yeah. Can people stop calling random kids their nieces and nephews? Like, I get it, you want to get involved with the niece and nephew trade if you don't actually have a real one, but stop it. Okay, dilutes people who have real nieces and nephews. We're blood, baby. Okay, we're blood. So stop it. Call them your friend's kid. Call them, I'll accept goddaughter, but not niece, okay? It's insulting to people with nieces. Cap 500 is going very strong, okay? We are going to be culling the numbers right back. So hang in there, okay? No one is in jeopardy at the moment. I'm culling mainly just people who never make noise. And other podcasts will be culled this week. The only way for podcasts to survive the cull is if they join Patreon. Okay, so any podcasters out there who follow the account, join Patreon and you can stay. Patreon.com/Ash Williams Show. Cap 500 is Sparta, okay? They were 300. We are 500. I might get dressed up actually as a Sparta, Jared Butler's character Sparta, and recall it 500. Cap 500. That's hot. That's super hot. We've got another text here on the hotline. Morning, Ash. Jane Sasori here. Just about to clean my bathroom and just wanted to check what the incorrect amount of bleach I should use. Not looking to cover up a crime scene, just want a general clean. Thanks, MSN. Look, you want it, it's about a smell thing, Jane. You want it to stink of bleach. Yeah? It just needs to smell so austere, like a proper hospital, like a good hospital, where you walk in and you're like, don't touch the walls, kids. You'll get a rash. That's the amount of bleach smell you want. Actually, I have a Patreon story that I can only put on Patreon again. I'll put that as the bonus story this week. Very funny story. Let's get some text on the hotline, 0406 284 954. Hey, mate, what happened to Team Effort? I'm fired up. Team Effort will be coming out today. Another text. Ash, I'm fired the fuck up. Due to my lucrative side business of dealing in arsewipe, I can now afford Patreon. Now, mate, I've dived straight in at the ARI level. Now, don't you fucking let me down, Ash. I'm counting on you. By the way, I've got a joke for you. Who can drink 20 litres of petrol and not die? Jerry can. Very good. I do like that. Welcome, Trev, the truckie there, mate. We're going to make some noise on Patreon, so thanks for getting involved. Let's get another text. Hey, Ash, I am fired up and self-isolating, watching House Rules with the family. Jamie Jury really is just a great-looking bloke. I can easily see why he's a former Manpower stripper. I like that. Jamie Jury is really handsome. You know, he's someone who's maintained his look, gotten even more handsome. He's our Australian answer to George Clooney, if you ask me. And it's good to see he's hosting House Rules, but I'd like to pitch Jamie a show. I think Jamie Jury hosts Hose Rules, and it's just dudes showing their hose. Fully nude. Jamie Jury starts with the Manpower stuff. You don't think he's going to get nude, then he does. Yeah, it's a tasteful ep. Jamie Jury would host with... Who's good? It'll need to be on 7. Oh, no, I've got it. Manu. Because Manu needs another vehicle. So you get Manu and Jamie Jury hosting Hose Rules. Special comments, Nelson Aspen on the side. He's doing it via link up in New York. So you can only see his neck. Okay, he's jerking off the whole time. And I wouldn't mind one more judge to keep it very Australia's Got Talent. So Channel 7 TV shows. I think we should probably go with one of the Deal or No Deal Suitcase Girls. She comes in, maybe number 5 girl. So she can come in, and then we'll also get Noni Hazelhurst as well. That's enough. We're on a budget, but Noni was on A Place Called Home, and I think that's pretty good. Hose Rules. Do you know the text here? When are we going to see the Gooch T-shirts delivered to our doors? I need something to wear during the daycare drop-off and filling up the car with fuel once every 6 weeks. There's a very high chance that on the other side of lockdown, I will need a size or two bigger due to food and alcohol consumption. Will there be a post-apocalyptical discount for people whose originally Gooch shirts shrunk during Corona? P.S. The quality of the podcast has skyrocketed and your online content is sexual. Love, Jedney. Jedney, I'll answer those one at a time. Gooch t-shirts mailed today. Okay, they just arrived. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can see the Gooch shirt. I will wear a Gooch shirt next week to podcast in, the official uniform for next week. And send in your t-shirts. I'll wear one of your t-shirts too if you want. But that's the Gooch shirt, the Gucci inspired merch. So that's coming for you, Jedney. And in terms of discounts, we're going to offer the same Patreon discount because it is Corona. So that will bring it back down to $32.95 free shipping. All right. I know Patreon won't mind because they're getting looked after in there anyway. Okay, so that's the deal. $32.95 for the Gooch t-shirt and free shipping, of course. Some guys text me a photo of him drinking a beer. Another text. Hey Ash, last week's episode mentioned gladiators. Since Ed is married to a former gladiator, any chance we could get some inside scoop about the show from Ed or Tiff? I do like this, so we're going to do that next week. We'll get some scoop. I'm going to write that down on my piece of paper. Gladiator scoop. I'm pretty sure that's the podcast. We might record another one this week because there's quite a lot I didn't get to. We're going to call Michael Cormick, musical theatre star, and go over the Tenzin Dudes pilot. You know what? We didn't call Paulie Shaw. We've got to call Paulie Shaw because I want to talk to him. Let's call Paulie. Can the iPhone 3 call international? Please.
Your call couldn't be connected. Please check the number and try
We'll call him next time because if you don't know, I played Paulie Shaw's best friend in a documentary about his life. Okay, you may have heard that one. So I want to touch base with my best friend. We haven't spoken in 8 years. He also doesn't follow me on Twitter, which is weird for a best friend. So I do want to speak to Paulie. We're going to get him on the line. Also, we've got one more text here. Ash, what are you doing to stay fit during Corona? Now, this is a pretty simple one. I do 125 push-ups in the morning, just not continuously, just 25 times 5. And then that's it. And then I eat pretty well. So I've got this, actually, you know what? I'll give a shout out to Be Fit Food. Yeah, we can do a shout out. Shout out. That's a free shout out. I do not get anything from this, but I do eat their food and tastes good and keeps you lean. So I think there is, let me just try and find this in an email. There is a code that if you do want to get it, you can just get $35 off your first order and free shipping. So go to befitfood.com.au and it's Ash Williams, all capitals, for that discount. There's also, I got a special discount for Patreon. A bigger discount, because what I want to do with any discounts that I get, you will get a bigger discount on Patreon. Just a way of saying thanks for supporting me. I want to try and make sure there's some cash going back into your pocket. So thanks again for that. But the food is good, and again, that is a shout out. Free shout out. That's a free shout out. I do not get paid for that. Okay, I cannot drive. I love this. By the way, shout out to our musical director, Stu, for doing the shout outs and turning that around so quick. And try doing the push-ups. Try doing, if you're not going to the gym, try doing, maybe start with 50 push-ups, break it into 10 by 5, and then, you'll feel much better about your day. Maybe, I'm not going to do an online workout. There's too many fucking online workouts. Just because it's COVID-19 does not mean people want to watch your online workout, okay? And also, just because it's COVID-19 doesn't mean you should do Instagram Live. These idiots who don't even know how to do it. Stop being so egotistical. We don't care about what you think, okay? Stop it. Get off Instagram Live. You should have to apply for a license to go on Instagram Live. There's too many licenses out there. It's just absolute trash. And I've tried to mute. Actually, hang on, I've got something for you. This is good. And I'm going to keep this on the normal podcast. So I was seeing this girl. We're going to finish with this because I do need to go. I was seeing this girl a little bit. I saw her maybe 2 or 3 times, and she kept messaging me. This is recently too, saying, "Are you not into me?" And I'm like, "Nah," because I didn't want to be rude. I wasn't really feeling it, but I just didn't want to be rude. So I was like, "Yeah, no, still into it." Blah blah blah. And then she goes, "Are you sure? Because you've muted me on Instagram." And I'm like, "What? No, I haven't." And I had. But how did she get that data? How did she know that I'd muted her? There must be like an app on Insta or like some service where you can find out who's muted you. I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy. I wouldn't want to know who's muted me. My brother probably has. But, I mean, it was tough when she's saying, "Are you sure you haven't muted me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I have." But anyway, during Corona, she's trying to dangle a carrot, quite literally, in front of my face. So she sent me a text that said, "You hungry?" ? And I'm going to put the text on the screen. And then from memory, it said, "You're missing out." And there's a picture of her dinner that she cooked. Now, I'm going to put the photo on YouTube. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that food looks disgusting. I can cook better than that. That's gross food. It didn't make me want to go over to her house. Also, I've got the yummy food from Be Fit Food. But yeah, shout out to her. Shout out. That is the podcast. You want to get in contact, 0406 284 954. We have patreon.com/Ash Williams Show for all the bonus episodes. Brand new Ash and Ed 2.0, Splendor in the Grass, mystery solving aplenty, and way more. Thanks so much for listening. Thanks for rating on iTunes. I do appreciate it. This is the Ash Williams Show, and I will talk to you in a couple of days. Take care, stay safe. Bye-bye. The Ash Williams Show is recorded in front of a live studio audience. But due to coronavirus, there is no audience, so you can't hear the laughs.